Hey everyone, it's after work Monday and I'm dirty and I want to go in the house, but I gotta fix my lawnmower because last week I hit a stump in the ground and instead of bending the blade, it bent the mower deck. So we're gonna have to try to realign this. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. If it doesn't work, the lawnmower's probably pretty much junk because well, other than making a romping tractor out of it. By the time you buy another deck, you can buy another used lawnmower for that. Anyway, I'll show you what I mean by out of alignment. Let's go. Okay, now how well that's turning out. You see we have a blade alignment issue. It makes a mess of the ground. Big time. Oh, there we go. See, it's not even. That point and that point should be equal. And you see this whole front of this deck got punched in, and this guard, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. This deck has pretty much had it, and it comes from not cleaning the grass off. When you're done cutting, you should blow the grass out of your deck every time. This thing's a 92 though, so it's understood that it's pretty old, but you see some older models with better decks on them. Anyway, so if I can't fix this deck, this is going to become a romping tractor, I guess. Okay, I'm going to show you where I am. Okay, you see that right there? This is rotted through, the deck is rotted off and pulled the bolt through. Now I need to get that bolt out and put a washer under it, and or just jack it up and weld it, but it'd be better if you get that bolt out of there, remove the piece that went down through with it, and put a big washer on there and tighten it back in, if it'll come out. It should look like something like this. Oop, you can see that. Okay, let's get to it. I might put a jack under there and jack it up a bit so it comes out, and then try to get on that. That looks like 1/2 inch. Okay, with my jack, I've put the blade, well, it's not quite straight out. I want it straight out so I can torque that corner of that bolt up back into position without bending my blade, hopefully. It shouldn't bend right where it is. Okay, I just need it up enough to get something on it. I might not be able to, if you guys are going to be able to see this. That's hot out here. Flipping the lawnmower over. There, come up a bit. I might be able to pound a socket on there. And just, I need to get that out. Anyway, try it there. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, let's see if we can get a view of this. Well, I got one hand. See if we can get it out. Oh, Shindas. Some white metal, so aluminum or whatever the hell that's made out of. Might not be able to get it. I'm gonna shut you guys off for a minute. I need 2 hands here. As luck would have it, without heating that, I broke it off. Now what? Now, there's the piece off the deck. What should happen with this is that this deck should come off and that should be re-welded, but we're going to break a lot of bolts, so that's not going to happen. So we're going to figure out plan B to do with this, and I think I have a plan. Oop, there we go, right there. Okay, so I've come up with a little plan. I'm going to show you on this side what I'm going to do. Since it has these cooling fins on here, I'm going to run a bolt up on both sides. Let's say this is the one that broke. I'm going to run a bolt up into here with a washer on it on both sides. So you can have one on one side and one on the other. And that should pull it back up to the deck if I can find some washers and stuff. And it's kind of Mickey Mouse. The only other option I have, well, I have 2 options. I could try to find another one at the junkyard. And you can see the blades in better alignment right now, but I'd rather have that secured so it doesn't cause any trouble. So I'm going to try to put 2 bolts on each side of this, or maybe a U-shaped clamp, and then try to plate it from the other side. The only other option I have is to, I get sweat in my eyes, guys. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I hate that. Man. Okay. The only other option is push it back in place and weld that broken stud to something that lays over top, but we're going to try the bolt trick first. I'll get back to you when I got it in place. Okay, so I have some of these stole bolts. I'm going to find some washers, and they're for another project that I've been working on. As you can see, that's my new portable shop. I'm going to put firewood and tractor storage in there. I'm gonna have to build another one of these walls first before I can put it up. It's 18 by 20, and so far I don't know, it's gonna be under $200 by the time I'm done. Put a roof on it and everything. I figured that was much better to do than try to buy one of those car shelters and it only lasts for a few years. So anyway, let's get this in place. Now if you're like me, I kind of save all these used bolts at work. Try not to use this batch of bolts is like 10 years old, sitting in my garage. Let's find some washers in this mess. Most of them are just used bolts. I mean, I try to put these back in the bin at work so they don't come home with me. But maybe something like this with a bigger washer would hold it. Anyway, let's see what we can find. Okay, so what I've come up with is a 3/8 bolt and a nut, an old one I found, and a shock washer off an old, like an old 80s GM car or something like that. I'm going to tighten the living snot out of it. I'm going to put some tack weld on the top of that, just so she never comes loose. And if that doesn't fix it, I wish I had some money because I'd go buy a new lawnmower. But that's the problem with a lot of people. They just, something like this happens, they'd get pissed off to go buy a new lawnmower. This would go to the junk, the landfill site, and then you know, it's just a throwaway society. People throw so much good stuff away. Like this has probably got a few more years in it. This thing gets cut. I cut the lawn in 6th gear, and this takes me an hour and a half to 2 hours to cut the whole lawn. This thing gets abused, you can tell. Anyway, so that one's on there. I'm going to see if I can find another one for this side, so it can't shift out of place. Let's try it. Okay, that side's in, so I have 2 on each side, and you can see that's sitting flush now. That's the only thing I can do with it. I'll put a little tack weld on them. Then I'm going to go take a shower, and I'd look like a pig. Look at this. You guys want to be a mechanic and get all dirty? It's fun. Stay dirty. Hey, I think that's Eric the car guy that says that. Anyway, hang on. We're gonna have to edit this now, but I'll get the welder out next. Back, dog. Welding by feel right now. A lot of you that weld it for years probably know what I'm talking about. You feel where the tip is going. I only need a little bit to keep the nuts from backing off anyway. So. Okay guys. Some of you might enjoy that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, comment, rate, and subscribe. Especially comment and rating, because that drives me up in the standings and gets me more noticed on YouTube, which is what I want. So I enjoy making these videos, and I'm going to make them as long as it's fun. When it starts to become a job and it's not fun, I won't see me making videos. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Bye. I should have done this years ago. The frosties keep pulling them out of the ground. There you go. Little stump removal later. Whee! Good way to kill your lawnmower blade. Right there. Or your whole lawnmower. Okay, it's a lot better. It's not 100%, I don't think, because I can see it tracking right there. See, it's not even right here from there to there, but it's only like 1/4 inch, so that's good for me, if that.